Welcome to the basic operator tasks video for the fancy cord knit spin operation. Please familiarize yourself with the steps and procedures of the following tasks. When no operator work is required for spindles that are stopped, operators perform the task known as patrol. During patrol, operators complete various tasks on an as-needed basis. Patrol begins when an operator has finished the stop work for one spindle and no other spindle requires immediate operation. If an operator has any excess waste in his or her lab coat pockets, he or she may dispose of it during patrol. Small amounts of thread and slub waste are disposed of in the small trash cans positioned around the frames. Any large amounts of waste, such as a portion of a DOF package, can be disposed of using the thread waste aspirator. This category of waste also includes off-quality fancy cord. The operator turns the aspirator on, feeds the end of the thread into the mouth of the aspirator, and the off-quality thread will be collected as waste. During patrol, operators are also responsible for inspecting the fancy cord and the spindle setup. Trouble areas of the spindle should be checked on a regular basis, such as the pictures shown. The picture on the right shows the cord properly threaded through the yarn cutter. The picture on the left shows an incorrectly threaded cord. Operators must also check the quality of the slubs on a regular basis. If a spindle is producing off-quality slubs, the fancy cord will not be acceptable and must be disposed of as waste. If bad slubs are identified, stop the spindle and notify the technician. Also pay close attention to the winding of the fancy cord. If it becomes tangled or is off quality in any way, the operator must dispose of it as waste. Patrol is also the time to clean and stock materials for when the spindles go down. If DOF package tubes need to be restocked on the frame, an operator must retrieve them from the holding bins. Remember that each frame uses only a specific color tube. The empty DOF package tubes must be cleaned before being stocked on the frame. A cleaning cart is located near the winding station where the tubes can be sanitized by spraying them thoroughly with a 99% alcohol cleaning solution. Once the empty DOF package tubes have been cleaned, they can be placed on the shelf of a spindle for storage. Here you can see an operator stocking the tubes on the shelf. In addition to stocking empty DOF package tubes, operators must stock 8 single cord packages if needed. The packages are taken from their holding bins and placed on the rack for storage. Here you can see an operator stocking 8 single cord packages on the rack. When a large number of DOF packages accumulate on the transport rack, operators can transport them to the winding station during patrol. Before taking them to the winding station, a knit spin operator should inspect them and make sure that nothing needs to be cleaned up. If they are fine, take them to the winding station and allow the winder to check and ensure that there is nothing wrong with them. Once the winder checks them, they can be placed on the rack. At the winding station, the DOF packages are sorted based on the specific spindle they came from on the specific frame that spindle was on. Packages are always stacked from the largest to the smallest on the racks. During patrol, the floor may need to be swept. Any waste collected by sweeping can be disposed of in the large trash cans located by the exit doors. Sweeping the floor regularly will keep the work area safe. Other tasks may be required during patrol as circumstances permit, such as restocking or inspecting the sliver supply. Patrol time must be utilized by all operators to ensure that the frames and spindles are properly functioning and ready for operation. An operator stops performing the patrol task when the cord break sensor alarm for one of the spindles sounds. At this time, the operator task known as spindle shutdown begins. When the alarm for a spindle sounds, the operator responds by first locating the correct spindle. The individual spindle that requires operator work will flash a green light on the knitting switch control box. Once the spindle has been located, the operator turns the alarm switch to off, ceasing the auditory alarm. Once the operator turns the cord brake sensor alarm switch off, he or she must sever the sliver supplied to the machine and collect any resulting waste from the front top roller and the suction pipe. The operator stores the waste in his or her lab coat pocket until the next patrol. Thank you for watching the basic operator task video for the fancy cord knit spin operation. Please ensure that you understand and master the outlined task before proceeding to the next video, intermediate operator tasks.